if you missed last week we covered a story where GameStop is apparently trying to purchase eBay and take over. And I covered this for a hot second because I was completely perplexed. I said, how the fuck does a company like GameStop afford to buy eBay? Because if you do the research, by the way, and this is how I know Twitter's full of bots. Twitter was calling me fucking stupid. GameStop has a lot of money. They've been doing this, that, and the third. I'm like, I don't think you niggas know what you're talking about. According to all the reports, GameStop is currently worth $12 billion overall. But eBay is worth $46 billion. Now, I said on this stream last week, can someone explain to me that's smarter? Because I know I didn't finish college, but I do know 12 is not as much as 41, especially when we come to the billions. And I even said, well, you know, maybe they could get a loan. Who the fuck is it? Like, you give a loan out to somebody. Let's say eBay's worth 40 billion, right? And GameStop is worth, I don't know, 35 billion. At least you're close. Yo, bank, could you lend us 5 billion so we can pay for this? We promise you. We got the money. That makes sense, right? In what universe is somebody getting fucking bailed out for that big of a gap between 12 and 41? And people on Twitter was calling me fucking stupid. So where am I going with this shit? The point is, I'm not fucking crazy. These niggas is broke. We got a broke nigga update. GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen gives bizarre new interview on the $56 billion eBay offer. Can't say exactly where he'll be getting the money from. GameStop CEO has failed to say exactly where he's going to get all the money he needs to buy eBay for $56 billion in a bizarre new interview in which he continued to say he didn't understand the questions he was being asked. Yesterday, GameStop made an unsolicited $55 billion offer to buy eBay at $125 per share in cash and stock. The CEO, who would become CEO of combined, the company should deal to go. Wait. Cohen, who would become CEO of the combined company should the deal go through, told the Wall Street Journal he wants to make eBay a legit competitor to Amazon as he bids to grow his business beyond games and collectibles and hit a $35 billion payout in process. That is very ambitious to become a competitor to Amazon. You guys can't even get gamers into your store, and you think you're going to get everybody else? There's nothing in your local GameStop except for old PS4 games, Funko Pops, and cum stains all over the fucking carpet. Now you're telling me you want to put cum stains all over Amazon? Nigga, what? It genuinely makes me wonder, how did a person like this become CEO? Yo, shout out to Cam the King with the $10 super chat. Just wanted to do something for the PS4 port beggars. Yeah, appreciate the super chat. Shout out to John the Space Cowboy with the super chat, and shout out to Richard with the super chat. He said he going band for band unless they're part. That's the only thing I think of. The Saudis are bailing them out. GameStop said the cash part of the offer is expected to be funded from a combination of cash and liquid investments on GameStop's balance sheet, which totaled at $9.4 billion as of January 31st, 2026, and a third-party acquisition financing with up to $20 billion in debt financing from TD Securities. With GameStop currently valued at $10 billion, it's less than 12. Cohen is looking at a $16 billion shortfall, so you'd imagine he'd have to clear the plan for that $16 billion. But in an interview with CNBC's Squawk Box program, Cohen repeatedly refused to say where the money would come from, insisting he didn't understand the line of questioning and repeatedly pointing out to the GameStop website. It's very simple. If I go to a garage sale and I see a classic video game, Super Mario 64, on the table, and I say, how much do you want for that copy of Super Mario 64? And the owner says $5. First of all, you got ripped off. Second, if they say $5 and I whip out 3, that's not how it works. Yo, shout out to Booty Smeller with the sub and Jeff the Jet Life Grizz with the sub. Appreciate it. It's our website. It's half cash, half stock, but the details are on our website, Cohen replied. Then the interviewer Andrew Saw Sorkin asked to make the math. When the shortfall was breaking down in plain terms, all Cohen could reply was, "We'll see what happens." Sorkin clearly struggles to work out how to get Cohen the details plan as plainly where the rest of the money would come from. It's half cash, half stock. Yeah, but even if it's half cash, half stock, if it doesn't add up to the 56 billion you need, you cannot afford it. This is simple math. Is there a video of this? Yeah, let me look at this shit. This is why I kept seeing this on the timeline. I haven't seen this video, but I kept seeing a picture of this dude that said half cash, half stock. This shit's fucking funny, bro.
I think we can start with the idea that the market cap of Gamestop,
unless he's playing stupid and he is getting money from the Saudis and he just doesn't want anybody to know.
Is, call it $11 billion. You have $9 billion on your balance sheet. Arguably, if you're providing effectively all of your stock, and then the cash that gets you to 20, you have this letter from TD. That's another 20. We're now at 40.
PayPal pay later.
Off,
Klarna.
By, call it 16. And the 20, as far as I understand, while it's considered a highly confident letter, meaning TD saying they're highly confident that they would provide the financing, it's not locked financing.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
If that's just generally your answer, why do you get on national television? Like, get your ass on, bro. If you're not trying to give any type of insight or have a conversation, why are you here? That's why he's laughing like, bro, get the fuck off my program, bro. Is this a safe space? Sure.
I understand that. I'm just trying to understand where the rest of the money would come from.
It's half cash, half stock.
I hear you. I'm just saying that math doesn't get you to the price that you're offering.
You said drug money, the cartel.
So, right, and that's a pretty straightforward question. I don't get it.
She said, "Are you stupid?"
Where's the money coming from? Andrew laid it out pretty clearly.
I don't understand your question. We're offering half cash, half stock, and we have the ability to.
So plot twist, because some people think that like it is the logical thing. Maybe the Saudis are gonna buy it out for him. But plot twist, what if he's just put it out there? What if he's actually just a fucking idiot? Because hear me out. They're asking him, how are you going to pay for something that your books say you can't afford? Well, we've known GameStop for the longest is known for ripping people off. You bring in a video game. I mean, you can go to GameStop, pay $70 for a game, walk out the store, take it out the wrapper, bring it in. They're going to offer you $25, okay? They've been doing this since the crack of dawn. So who's to say maybe he thinks that he's smart enough? He's like, we've been ripping gamers off for 30 years. What if we could rip off eBay? We tell them 56 billion, but when it comes time to transfer the money, it's only going to be 12. Yeah, y'all shot the John the Space Cowboy, because I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not getting the vibe of, oh, he's got some play, like he's got some card up his sleeve. I'm getting the vibe this nigga's a fucking idiot, bro. I'm not gonna unless he's got a great poker face and he's a great actor. I'm getting a little AOL vibes, man. I'm getting a little AOL vibes, man. He might be a scammer. He might be smoked out. I'm not gonna lie. Just for the sake of I fucking hate GameStop, I hope it's the case that he's a fucking moron, because it's gonna make the story even fucking funnier, man. Like he just woke up one day and he was telling his boy, "Hey, what if we just buy eBay, man?" No thought behind this shit. Now he announced it to social media. And now they're looking at the books and they're like, we looked at your stat line. It doesn't work out. The numbers don't work out. What do you mean?
Issue stock in order to get the deal done. But the full details of the offer are on our website.
Anybody in the chat work? Does anybody in the chat work for GameStop? This y'all boss. This is y'all fucking boss, man. Imagine having to answer to this guy. That's crazy. I used to. You know, it's crazy. I feel like it was every gamer's dream at some point. Even when I was a kid, I wanted to work at GameStop or like EB Games. It was my dream. Like, wow, working in a video game store, playing video games, talking video games, selling video games, like a wet fucking dream, bro. And then them niggas ripped me off when I was in middle school, and it's been World War GameStop since then, nigga. I hope you collapse, bitch. We're gonna keep an eye on this story. That's your update. We're gonna keep an eye on this story. Yeah, canon event that we all go through. We're gonna keep an eye on this story. I'm getting the vibe he's a fucking moron, but I could be wrong. We'll see how it plays out. Dumbass level comparable to the president. Yeah, we can't, because here's the thing. That's a great point, Space Cowboy. I appreciate the super chat. We can't rule out that he's a moron because look who is the president of the United States. Okay, that's real shit. Anything possible. In other news, let's switch up the vibe. So earlier, when we were talking about the GameStop stuff, we were kind of in a jokey vibe. Let's get into a more somber vibe here. Give me a second here. What do we want to go with? There we go. So not only was it a rough day for GameStop, it was also a rough day for the PS4 port beggar. All PS4 niggas come to the front. I know it's been a long 6 years that you've been able to just completely disrupt the progression of technology, which is crazy, right? Before I even get into this article, currently, we live in a world where a lot of people, including myself, don't like these mega data centers being built. I think one just got greenlit in Utah by Kevin O'Leary. I think that dude from Shark Tank, that is apparently going to be bigger than the size of Manhattan. Just going to suck up all the water, all the electricity, just so your homeboy can type in the chat GPT, "Am I hungry?" So they can generate stupid images of the president doing shit. Look it up what I'm talking about. So in this world where a lot of us are anti-AI because it's stealing jobs, draining all the water and the electricity, and also polluting the air, translation, anti-progression of technology, I find it very interesting that PS4 niggas are super anti-technology when it comes to the console, but not when it comes to real world shit that's affecting our air quality. Probably because they're still on the PS4. Now, I say all that to say this. Today it was revealed that the next Call of Duty is not coming to the PlayStation 4. Oh! I just feel like heartburn, man. Some on social media are saying this is 9/11. This is 9/11 for the PS4 nigga. Because Call of Duty is still one of the best selling games in the world and one of the main reasons they were keeping their platform. And I'd argue with some people saying this is their 9/11. It makes sense. The first tower is the 4. The second tower is the... Now, according to this Engadget article, it looks like the new Call of Duty games will no longer be coming to the last-gen platforms like the PS4 and the Xbox One, requiring franchise fans to purchase expensive new consoles. The official brand recently posted on social media that the next Call of Duty is not being developed for the 4. The P4, as they like to say. The post didn't specifically mention Xbox One, but I'm not sure why a developer would waste resources on the less of the two popular. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you why they didn't mention the Xbox One. The reason I get on PS4 niggas is because they are port beggars. Xbox One players, all 2 of you, they know what they are. Broke, dusty, annoying, but they also understand that beggars cannot be choosers. For some reason, the PS4 peons don't understand the concept of beggars cannot be choosers. If you've been homeless for years, clothes beat up, you stink, teeth fucked up, haven't had a haircut in 6 months, and I see you on the street and I say, I see you struggling, my brother. Would you like something to eat? Yeah, but only if you take me to Roof Chris, nigga. You're blocked. Real life, you're blocked. That's how shit works. Anything that comes to the PS4, this day and age in 2026 and beyond, is a blessing. Just be thankful. But you don't get to demand the latest and greatest from a TI-83 calculator. And that's why I've always specifically ragged on the PS4 nigga, because the Xbox One players don't do that. They're just watching reruns of Major Nelson and shit. I don't know. Call of Duty was one of the last big franchises developing for the aging console generation. The previous entry, Call of Duty Black Ops 7, was available for just about everything, including the 4 and the Xbox One. This is the official tweet. They said, "Not sure why this one started, but it's not true. The next Call of Duty is not being developed for the PS4." Y'all see that? The golden check mark. That's the official Call of Duty account. Even Call of Duty, one of the most greedy, uninnovative, milking ass companies, has said it's time to let it go. I have a sneaky suspicion that the Call of Duty devs were probably watching Frozen 1 at one point last night, and they heard Elsa say, "Let it go, let it go." And them niggas said, "You know what? You right. We should let the PS4 go. This console ice cold just like Elsa. This shit sucks. It's a TI-83 that can't spell boobs." So they got on Twitter and they made this shit. On one hand, this is the way of the console world. The PS4, the PS5, and the Xbox Series are nearly 6 years old. Almost a decade old, guys. At this point, ensuring modern games can run on older consoles can limit some features from all versions. Thank you. I've been saying, listen, give me my flowers. I've been waging this war since day one. It is an unwritten rule when it comes to gaming consoles. I don't give a fuck what your life situation is. Gaming is a first world privilege. It's not a fucking right. And it's crazy that you PS4 niggas sit on the internet and demand PS4 games port begging like it is a right. Before fucking healthcare, before a raise in wages, and anything else, some real life shit. But you demand video game. This shit's crazy to me. Yeah, let's talk about it. I've been saying this shit. When a new console comes out, you got 2 to 3 years to upgrade. After that, I'm not talking to you. You on your own. These niggas starting movements. Civil rights movements. PS4 civil rights niggas. No, matter of fact, what was the movement called back in the day when women were trying to get the right to vote in the US? The suffrage movement. The PS4 suffrage movement. That's what they were starting. We have the right to vote to get these fucking games on that platform. We don't want to hear it. And I said no, because that holds back technology. These developers are creating art with one arm tied behind their fucking back. And it creates a vicious cycle because you bitch ass niggas sit on social media and say, I don't see a difference between the 4 and the 5. And it's because they can't make a difference because they got to appease your broke ass. I said it. The developers started saying it. Shout out to the Battlefield 6 developers. They said it last year. If you ain't see the article, they said, how did you get all these amazing explosions and shit all over the fucking screen and this amazing lighting? They said, because this shit on the PS4. Now even the writers, the gaming industry writers are saying it too. Older consoles can, not might, can limit features from all versions. It's a balancing act. Not to mention, let me give you another reason why you should upgrade. It splits resources. If you have a studio made up of 100 people and you now have to make a gazillion different versions of a fucking game, you know what suffers? What's supposed to be the best version of the game. Also, the old version of the game because it can barely run on that TI-83 in the first place. But imagine this, Call of Duty niggas, I know. This is hard. But listen, close your eyes. Imagine this. A dev team fully focused on one thing. The late, great RIP Kobe Bryant once said, never have a plan B. Unless, you know, y'all niggas don't know about that. Y'all don't have sex. No sex before marriage. But Kobe Bryant once said, never have a plan B. Why is that? He said you should be so hyper-focused on plan A that there's no other choice but to achieve it and become great at it. But when developers have to make a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, guess what that fucking means? Resources are now split. So it makes a worse version for the 5, a worse version for the 4, a worse version for the Xbox One, and we don't even talk about the Xbox Series. The writing's on the wall. I've seen some people in the comments say, I'm tired of TBH waging this war. No, 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 no. You ain't got shit to say about your president waging a real war for no fucking reason. That's raising the price of fucking oil, which, by the way, raised the price of the PS5. I can't afford the PS5. This shit, $900, bro. It's because you refuse to pay attention to anything going on in the real world. You're too busy in Tomato Town. How do I know? Because your version of Fortnite has not updated since 2019. The only thing that's left, because this is the first domino. The only thing that's left, I don't know if they're still being made, but if they are, we need to go ahead and get that Madden and that 2K off of fucking PS4. When 2K and Madden come off the PS4, oh my God. That shit's gonna be like fucking Christmas to me, nigga. It's just gonna bring me so much joy. It's gonna keep me fucking warm. Just like my PS4 in the winter, because that's the only thing it's good for. A doorstop and keeping me warm. Now, what I'm saying, you could choose to get offended, or you can choose to get a job. I don't even know why I said that, because we know what y'all gonna do. That being said, it is what it is, man. The first domino is fallen. More are coming. We are on the verge of the PlayStation 6. They are shooting for a 27-28 release date. Same thing with the Xbox, Project Helix. Start saving now. Thank you for listening to my rant, chat. $50 to $100 a month and you have enough for money in the 9 months. Yeah, I don't understand how the average PS4 nigga can't afford a fucking PS5 when the reality is most of y'all still live with y'all parents. So if you get a job, you're not paying for your rent. You get your little job at Taco Bell, you get your little $600 paycheck. That's a PS5 right there, your first fucking paycheck. I don't want to hear this shit, man. I got waves coming in. Nah, this joint a headband, a sweatband. I don't like constantly wiping sweat off myself when I'm working out, so I wear sweatbands all the times, or a hat. I came from the gym, so yeah, tight shit. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna keep it real. I be spending stuff on bullshit because I got a place now. Dudes had PS Vitas, didn't beg for game support this bad. That shit crazy, bro. Let's switch it to some more positive news, man. Lego Batman has been getting rave previews. According to Game Riot, Lego Batman: A Legacy of the Dark Knight played it on PC for 3-4 hours. Visually the best looking Lego game I've ever played. Some serious laugh out loud moments for all ages. Did hit some serious performance issues though. The largest and most ambitious Lego game to date, a real love letter to Batman fans. Shout out to DC with the sub. Appreciate you. I just been seeing mad gameplay all over my timeline. This dude was talking about the game. Let me play some of this shit right there. It looks really good. It looks like at least a solid 8, I think.
Go Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight early, and what I wanted to do was kind of show you guys why I think this
What was my
is
invite?
so special, starting with the open world version of Gotham. Everywhere that I'm looking right now, you can go to. There are no restrictions, and it is absolutely gorgeous.
This is actually impressive.
A ton of the Arkham Knight open world Gotham. You're gonna see that little red icon down on the ground. These are just random kind of crimes that you could jump in and intervene on and stop. And so I'll show you guys.
Shout out to DJ Carr with the sub.
As we float down to the ground. And the combat is just like Arkham combat as well. You can counter, you can dodge around them. There's enemies with shields that you'll need to get behind in order to take them out. They're obviously going to shoot rockets at you. And with the tap of the D-pad, you can call in your Batmobile. And
I think this is the part that impressed me the most. It looks like this game is going to have a more fun Batmobile than Arkham Knight. I can't believe I'm saying that.
jump into it and drive freely.
Shout out to Tony with the sub. Appreciate it.
So cool. You can shoot off missiles like that, and then you have a boost for extra speed, as you can see here, and it's just a joy. And then, of course, you have your bat claw, which you can use to launch yourself into the air, again, just like the Arkham games. And we're going to use the bat claw to get to the top of this building.
It looks like it's going to be fun just flying around.
It is up here, and here we have a little dance party. They're throwing a little rave.
So the city's alive.
So yeah, the open world feels alive too. It's not just criminals. It's actually like things going on in this open world. And then we just jumped off that rooftop, and you're gonna see all this momentum you get. And look at how fast.
This just looks like a fun game. That's the best way to
good.
describe it.
And check this out. There's even a
gamer's game
in the open world that you can actually enter in, and it has a ton of costumes and a ton of collectibles that you buy with in-game currency, not microtransactions. And if we open the menu here, you can see all the different Batmobiles you have, even the Bat bikes.
Motorcycle.
But there's different vehicles for each character as well. We call out the Bat bike right here.
He's saying we know this shit ain't gonna be 80 hours.
It's the same motorcycle from the Dark Knight movie, which is really, really cool. You can see Catwoman riding on the side. But overall, man,
you get a baddie with you.
Let me know what you guys are thinking about this.
It's looking good. It's looking good. There's some more gameplay. I just seen mad gameplay. I just started saving the shit. The opening of Batman, the animated series, is recreated in the Lego Batman game. That's the Notorious with the sub, so we paying homage. Hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube. Shout out to Notorious ENT with the sub. You think it'll take 6 hours to earn your fun? You mean 10? Game looks good from what I've seen. A lot of customization. Yeah, somebody in the chat said it's gonna have 120 different like skins and shit. I was like, holy shit. You're a collectathon freak. Shout out to Dark Misogyny. Lego Batman and 007 a week apart. No games to play. No games to play. Will Siggy DB play this if it doesn't hit a 250,000 players? Nah, I don't know, man. That's a question you're gonna have to ask him. Need convincing on getting Lego Batman. If you let Batman float from a fire hydrant, he'll start surfing. So swag surfing has been confirmed. Swag surfing has been confirmed. You know I got a wag with the matching Gucci bag. I swear, I surf. I was like, oh yeah, this game's gonna be super charming. Just stupid shit you're gonna be doing in this game. Let me see. So this is looking like a day one cop. What'd you link? Oh, there's more of it. I played 3 hours. Loved every minute of it. Here's a full tour of the Batcave. Oh, same dude. Shout out to him. He putting in work.
And Legacy of the Dark Knight for about 3 hours. I wanted to show you guys the Batcave because it's absolutely incredible. Look at all of the Batmobiles that you can just store in your Batcave. And then you have these two vehicles here, which are like the ones you have selected. You walk over here, there's a crafting table. This
and Selena just all in the Batcave trying to throw it out, throw it back.
For all of the playable characters. You walk over here, and this is where all 150 suits are.
Shit! They said, Spider-Man, we see how many suits you got. We'll quadruple it.
Are held, man. It's, as you unlock them, you can kind of display them here.
There it is. Chat. This game is woke. Jokes aside, somebody is going to see that and lose their fucking shit, bro.
Display them here. It is so cool. There's some really unique ones.
Cancel the game.
Batman ones. And then if we back up here, we have the Catwoman suits, which is super cool. Yeah, there's basically a section. There's Jim Gordon. There's a section.
Not my Batman.
Character. We haven't gotten those two characters yet, but maybe you can guess who those are. And we have Robin's area over here. And then if we go over here, this is a secret door. And inside this is, I guess, maybe more rare bat suits that you'll unlock. I'm not sure because I have none of them, but the Batcave is massive. And then if you walk over to this computer, there's combat challenges. And as you complete the combat challenges, because this is a Batman game, you'll complete the mural on the back wall, which is just a...
Oh, that's cool.
And then we have a computer here. You can change like the background on the computer.
They're already calling it woke because Catwoman and Gordon are black.
Deal, a cool touch nonetheless. Then you go over here, and this is like a big robot thing, and you can use this to expand the Batcave. And here we've expanded it to a new area where we can display all our collectibles, which is just a cool touch. Then we go over here. This is the shop. And Batmite is in here selling a ton of costumes and collectibles that you buy with in-game earnable Lego pieces.
This is going to be a content-heavy game.
Microtransactions at all in this game, so this is cool. Yeah, that's the Batcave, man. A lot of options in here. Really cool. They did a great job, but let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments.
You know, we rocking that absolute Batman suit. Yeah, they took their time with it. It's looking like a labor of love. So shout out to Batman. It's been getting rave previews. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I was already gonna play it, but it's looking even better than I thought. Did you order a Steam controller before the scalpers got it? Nah, I didn't want one. I gotta get my hands on it before I decide if I want one or not. And then last but not least, the next Assassin's Creed sure isn't what we expected. Ubisoft is doing random shit. What? During the last 2 decades, the AC franchise is including video games, a film, and an upcoming TV series. Now Ubisoft is taking Assassin's Creed on the road with a live show called Heredis. On social media, Ubisoft announced that Heredis is an original Assassin's Creed story that won't require viewers to have a familiarity with the games. The show is being put on by the Seven Fingers Theater Group. Assassin's Creed on Ice, the musical, and the performance will incorporate acrobatics and parkour. According to the show's official description, it will be about a young man traveling across history to find his lost father. The world premiere of Heredis will be held on December 3rd at the Theater of something mad French, nigga. The final performance in Montreal will be on December 20th. On January 21st, 2027, Heredis will open for a run in Paris at the Casino de Paris before concluding on February 7th, 2027. Further performances will be announced at a later date. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Hamilton. I'm an assassin, here to stab Templars that are near. I'm an assassin, here to save the day and save you, my dear. Get this shit the fuck out my face, man. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I run on buildings really fast. Collect feathers and pieces of Eden. I fucking hate this company, bro. Like, who asked for this, man? Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and say, hey, if anybody see this shit leaking online, if you leak it online, I wouldn't be upset because I'm not paying for this shit, dude. I'm not paying to see this goofy ass shit, man. The fuck out of here. Brand new cloak, brand new dagger, brand new coins. Got some swagger. Oh my gosh. I think I'm part of the order. I'm gonna stab you with a hidden blade. That's gonna be the name of the song. Bro, you're a natural. I was a theater kid, so